we're lucky, we'll be able to get out of the house without waking him up. So that way he'll just sleep, he won't get into anything. My life will be easy. Not gonna happen. What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well. If you're new to the channel, give that subscribe button a little smash, a little smashy poo, little tap, tap, tap. Today I got a good one. It's not anything to do with the S2000, not yet. It's not anything to do with the E36. What in the heck? You can't ever deny your mom. Hold on a sec, boys. All right, so where was I? So we're not gonna do anything with this today. Actually, what we're gonna be working on the E92. And it's for a specific reason. Because some parts I have on order, I have to send a core back. And I've been slacking on getting this thing done. So I need to move the S2000 and get the E92 pulled in here. And then let's see how far we're gonna go, because I don't wanna leave this out overnight. It feels weird leaving a convertible out overnight. But anyway, first things first, let me get this moved out, get the E92 moved in, and I'll tell you what we're doing. All right, E92 is moved in, and still I have the headliner, everything is completely taken apart in here. But that kind of works for what we're going to do today. Oh. Oh, I'm so stoked for this thing. So this is a Coby wheel, Alcantara. And we are going to install this. And I also have the Alcantara ZHP shift knob, the Alcantara shift handle, I need coffee. The Alcantara e-brake handle, Alcantara shift boot, and Alcantara e-brake boot. So we got basically the full set from Coby wheel. So the reason I need to do this install is because I need to get him the core for the steering wheel. So that's why I'm going to do this. And to add to the new steering wheel, I have this. This is pretty sick. I'm excited for this. I have this carbon fiber like surround. So that is going to be replacing the part on mine that's peeling. And then I also have the red M button and the red start button. And these, well, this specifically is gonna be nice because I also have this. I have this plain old gray trim, right? Blah. Instead, I'm gonna be replacing it with the carbon trim that I've had for a while now. Now it is used, it's not in the best of shape, but it's not in the worst of shape either. So it is like the carbon, like cloth or whatever look. But yeah, I'm gonna be replacing that with the gray with this. And then maybe talk to you a little bit more about the plans for this, because I kind of have the plans figured out of how exactly I'm going to build this car. But for now, let's work on getting the steering wheel swapped out, and the shift boot and all that other stuff swapped out. All right, so first thing you're going to do, especially with when you're working with an airbag, you must disconnect the negative terminal. I believe it's like a 10 or something. So I'm going to disconnect that now, because again, you don't want any juice going to, ooh, actually, I have it right here. Let me see. Yahtzee. Yep, and there we go. Disconnected, no power to the car. All right, now we can start to work on disconnecting the airbag. Again, you don't want any power, because the last thing you want is that airbag going off in your face. No bueno. All right, so I haven't looked this one up yet. All right, so generally speaking, when you're working with airbags or steering wheels, at least on BMWs, I'm not sure if it's other cars as well. Let's see, is that gonna work for me? There we go. There are a couple soft spots behind the airbag itself. If you push on them, it will kind of reveal some little holes, and right there's one of the holes. So what you're going to do is stick a long skinny flathead in there, and there's a little spring that should be holding this airbag on. So I'm gonna try that now. Okay, so that is out. Airbag stuff always makes me sweat. I hate that. All right, so here's what I have for this next part. I have my impact for the main bolt, and then also, since I did the steering wheel in my pickup truck as well, I have some tape here, and this I will use. I'm not an expert on this. I don't know if all cars have a clock spring and how a clock spring works entirely. But what I do know is you don't want the clock spring to get out of alignment when you take the wheel off. So a trick I learned when I was doing my Tundra was to tape the clock spring in the position that it is in when you pull the wheel off. So that's why I have some heavy duty tape. I just like to tape that, make sure I don't bump it or anything like that. So from here, what I'm going to do is disconnect these that are steering wheel controls. So I'll disconnect those and then pull, and then I'll take off the bolt and should be able to slide this off. I'm not sure if I'll use this on this one, but I have a orange Sharpie, and when I take the bolt out, what I'll do is mark, because my steering wheel isn't straight right now, but what I'll do is I'll mark how the steering wheel lines up. So I'll put a mark just to make sure I get everything centered the way it was. So this is actually a little bit different than any other steering wheel I've done. See if you can see this. You see the two marks? Those have to line up with each other. So that's nice. That's generally what I would do with a Sharpie, but yeah, there are two marks there, so you just want to make sure those are lined back up when you put the wheel back on. All right, so what I'm going to do now is disconnect the steering wheel controls, and it looks like there's just three, probably like T20 or T25 Torx. So let me get that out. All right, so those on the back are T20s? Yeah, T20 to take off the steering wheel control. And now if you look at this, looks like there's some little clips right there. It's not gonna focus. Anyway, there's some little clips that are probably holding this on. So you wanna remember that when you go to remove it. So basically what I'm going to be doing now is swapping everything from this wheel that you see here, which those to that, and then this to that, and just swapping everything over. And then the only thing I'm gonna switch out here is just this piece right here. I wonder if I can reuse that. We'll try. All right, boys, got everything transferred over, and this thing looks absolutely ridiculous. It's so much better. I mean, there's the old wheel. I mean, this is all jacked up and old. Now I have to send this back as a core, but this is just gonna look so much better. It's unbelievable what kind of difference the steering wheel makes. And if you guys, if you're interested, I couldn't salvage the M sticker that came on this trim piece. I actually bought these from Amazon. There's like 10 or 15 of them. There is the ASIN for the part on Amazon. But it fits well. It fits really well. This looks phenomenal. It looks so much better. So now it is just reinstalling this into the car. All right, so a little bit of Googling says that this bolt is 46 foot-pounds. So I just got done torquing that, so that should be good. All those are good. Now it is simply just putting back the airbag. Easy peasy. All right, boys, there it is. Steering wheel is installed, airbag is installed, carbon fiber trim is installed. I gotta say, this looks really, really good. All right, so that's done. I think what we're gonna move on to now is getting some of this trim taken off. And from the looks of it, I believe it just pries out. So I'm gonna grab my pry tool and just start going to town on some of this stuff. All right, boys, so new trim is in, and don't mind all the fingerprints and all the smudges. It's gonna wipe up really, really nice, so I'm really stoked on it. And then I took the insulation out from or off the carbon roof. I'm gonna wipe all that glue off, and see how it looks. I have someone coming to take a look at the headliner to see how we might be able to kind of mount the original headliner up, but maybe cut the middle of it out, leaving that carbon exposed. I don't know, that could be pretty sick. And then, as for the rest of the car, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about doing a rear seat delete. So that would be deleting these and kind of making it a, I don't know if it would be a custom piece or a carbon piece, but deleting the rear seats, getting rid of the factory seats and probably go into a bucket of some type. And then, like I said before, carbon trunk, carbon hood. I actually just ordered suspension, which I wasn't planning on doing, but I ordered suspension, and then probably order wheels and tires soon. But I'm thinking if I do carbon trunk, carbon hood, carbon lip, dropped wheels, spacers, maybe an aggressive wing, I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I think that could be pretty much it for this car. I mean, it doesn't need much. Aesthetically, the most expensive thing is going to be the carbon trunk and carbon hood. Well, and the wheels, of course. Mechanically, it's pretty solid. Suspension is probably going to be the most expensive part, which I just ordered. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Again, this is going to be a track and street build, like all my other cars, but I'm thinking this one may be a little more aggressive. That's why I'm thinking maybe carbon hood, carbon trunk, carbon lip, and then rear seat delete. I don't know. Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Overall, for this video, I'm jacked with the Coby wheel. I'm not going to install the shift boot and e-brake boot and e-brake handle and any of that stuff yet, because I actually have a really awesome short shifter that I'm going to be installing. It's not the typical one that's super like high. I don't want that. It's an Auto Solutions kit. It's supposed to be amazing. So I will be installing that soon, but there's a few more things I have to take care of before I do that. So for now, guys, that's gonna do it. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe. I got literally things going on with every car. The S2, the S54 swap, the E36, and then this. Lots of stuff going on. I hope you guys are doing well. I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.